God, we made it to Friday. Oh my goodness, guys. This has been a long week. I mean, one of the longest weeks I've ever had in my life. Filled with ups and downs and tears and happiness and joy. So I hope, guys, you had a blessed week. I was checking in, guys. I know that I mentioned on my video last week that I'm starting the B.M.H connection project, and this week we're going to talk about body and symptoms, and just right now it's just food right now. And I wanted to kind of share what I kind of ran into. I know that when I first was diagnosed, the doctor said, hey, keep track of your symptoms. And I said, okay. Now, I knew I was not going to do that. But now I know that it is so important to make sure you're keeping track of your symptoms, things like that. But something I kind of was like, why don't they track food? You know, food is relative to our symptoms, things like that, how we're sleeping, all these things, not just a symptom, but what is causing the symptom. So for me, I started taking inventory of what I was eating. And a lot of you don't know that I have been transitioning to a plant-based lifestyle completely for about 2.5 years. And it's been very difficult in trying to do this. Before, I was not a big meat eater all my life anyways. I am a carb girl. If it's pasta and rice, please invite me to the party, honey. So it just, when I decided to cut out meat, that was like easy, you know. I was just like, oh well, I don't like it anyway, so next. But what it created was a situation with my carb intake. And if you know, or you have like kidney issues, liver issues, that's not the best way to nourish your body. So I've been transitioning. I do cheat. I'm not full vegan. I am still transitioning, letting, seafood go, because I know it's just as unhealthy. Not as unhealthy, but it does not have, it does have its cons there. But I am trying to transition, and it is hard, guys. I'm just being honest in my own personal journey. Having a food disorder already, a binge eating disorder, it is hard to transition sometimes, especially when you're going through emotional things and, just stress. It's hard. But what I did was I said, okay, well, in order to help myself out with my symptoms, I decided to start taking mental checklist. And when I eat certain foods, I kind of figure out how does my body react to it? What symptoms I end up with the next day, or even that night. If I eat something in the morning, I'm taking a mental note as to, okay, if my knee starts hurting, what did I eat differently that I didn't eat the rest of the week? So I started like really indulging in the plant-based lifestyle. And a lot of times people will tell you like, oh yeah, plant-based is so wonderful. And it really is. It gives you plenty of energy. It nourishes your cells. It's awesome. I plan to fully be eventually an total alkaline plant-based eater, period. But it's hard because we live in a society where ancient grains are not celebrated. I just started liking quinoa, so go figure. And I have to take inventory because what other people, it's great for some people, they transition to plant-based and it's awesome for them, but they don't have a chronic disorder. And what we have to be mindful and cognitive of is that what works for a healthy person may not work for us because of the medications that we take. And it could be counterproductive as to, you know, the effectiveness. So what I did try to do is take those notes. And one thing that I've realized, I love broccoli. But one thing about broccoli is it thins my blood, and I can tell it. The reason why, or it does something to my blood. Now, I'm not a medical doctor, so go talk to your doctor because I don't know. But it does something to where I can tell that my legs go numb if I eat way too much broccoli. I can tell that my feet get cold. So I don't know if it thins my blood, but I kind of think so. And I already take an aspirin at night to make sure, you know, there's no coagulation. Yeah, like that medical term. It's probably wrong, but don't quote me. So I love broccoli, but I know that I have to, because of the medications that I take, that's counterproductive because there's something going on with the circulation of my legs. So I kind of steer from my broccoli. Also, nightshade vegetables like eggplant. Eggplant, it makes my back hurt. And I'm like, I don't know if that's through my kidneys, liver, or whatever, but I don't feel as healthy and good after I eat eggplant. And it's not that I don't enjoy it. I love making lasagna. Oh my gosh. With that eggplant, it is the most, oh, it's wonderful. But I have to be cognitive that it gives me a bad side effect afterwards. And you want to keep track of those things. When I eat potatoes, my legs start, my inflammation in my knees start, and they feel like balloons are in there. I have to make sure that I'm listening to my body and listening to those cues that, hey, sister woman, I don't want that. Don't give me that anymore. Try something else. Try a sweet potato, but this is not it. So you have to it's a balancing act when you are transitioning to any lifestyle, but it's like you still have to make sure that you're listening to your body, because if not, you're going to end up jacking yourself up, in layman's terms. And then what? You know, you're going to be trying to figure it out, pulling the pieces. And also peanuts. I love peanut butter. If I could be turned into a peanut, I probably would. I love peanuts. I would just eat them at night. And then I was wondering why I would wake up and I couldn't use my hands. I'm in horrible pain in my shoulders, from my shoulder all the way up to my fingertips. So I said, okay, well, I need to figure out what is going on. So I stopped eating the peanuts at night, and because that's my little snack, I just want a few peanuts. And once I stopped eating those peanuts, I didn't have as much pain. So I'm like, okay, I can't eat the peanuts, okay? If I do, I'm just gonna have to take the punishment later. So it's, and also pineapples. I don't know, a lot of people are allergic to pineapples. I didn't know that, but they're allergic to pineapples. I am one of those people, I believe. I can eat it, but the digestion of it, it's my tongue, the roof of my mouth, it is so itchy. Oh my gosh. It's like I need an EpiPen, but my throat is not closing, you know? So just those things that, you know, I wish that somebody would have told me going into a plant-based lifestyle and changing and making that drastic, you know, change in your diet, that everything is not going to work for you. Even if you find it so great and the taste is wonderful, I hope I never become allergic to asparagus, because I love it. But if that didn't work for me, if I would have tried it and it didn't work, I would have had to honor my body and say, this is just a no for me. So I wanted to share this great book that I had gotten from my aunt, that she's a fellow lupus warrior too. And she sent me this awesome book. It's the Anti-Inflammatory Diet and Action Plan. It is amazing. I tried it before. I've tried the soups and, you know, broths and things like that. It's an amazing book. And it also shows you what are your super anti-inflammatory, things. And also it is vegan, paleo. They have different diets in here. So if you are transitioning, this kind of helps because it's just kind of like what you need. Because if you are not, you can be a vegetarian, you can be a meat eater in this book. It does not matter wherever you are, but just make sure that you are understanding that everything may not work for you. And this is a good buy. Whoever, I'll link it below, but it is a good book because it kind of tells you like, hey, you can enjoy these, great, but some of these are not going to be. And it's so amazing because some of this stuff is not there. It's health food. It's like, oh, eggplants are great, but it tells you don't do it because a lot of nightshade greens like tomatoes, white potatoes, eggplants, peppers, they can create inflammation in your body. I had no idea. I love a good pepper, honey. I put that in anything. I put it in spaghetti. I eat stir fries. I'll eat a pepper. I love peppers, but I have to make sure that am I going to cut it out? No. But am I going to watch how much I intake? Yeah. So this is a great buy. I mean, this was, thank you, Auntie. So yeah, it really is a great resource, guys. Go pick it up especially if you're a new lupus warrior. I know it's overwhelming. I've been there. I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm stressed out eating pizza and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And the minute that I stopped eating meat, that was when my life changed. And, I can get out of bed now. I can pick my phone up. When I was newly diagnosed, even with the prednisone and everything, I had so much mental fog and so much stuff. And I was just like, what do you do? So I started researching and I'm like, okay, what can I do to help myself? Because clearly these medications are not working. What can I do? And I changed my diet. I went into grind mode, fight or flight mode with me because it's like, okay, well, let's change this. Let's do something about it. But like I said, it's a journey because especially when you already have an eating disorder, it's kind of hard to deal with that. And also just go through the day and try to, figure out what works, what doesn't. But you can do it. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So if you are, trying to transition, let me know. Even if it's a paleo diet or keto or whatever, let me know. I love to hear everybody's comments and experiences too. So yeah, guys, just make sure you're keeping a track of your side effects. Get a basic 50-cent journal, notepad, whatever, and just track those things. Start to pay attention to your body and what works, what does not, because your body is going to let you know, especially with lupus. It always is telling us. It's just on us to listen to what it's saying, because it'll tell us the moment you wake up and you have inflammation. Something is not right, sis. Something entered somewhere that just it did not agree with. And your digestive tract and your colon will tell you too. Okay? It will tell you if. So you're going to want to just pay attention, guys. Pay attention. So I could talk all day, so I'm going to get off. But I have decided to, right now, guys, I am thinking I'm about to get a new job. And I am so excited. So I don't have the time that I thought I was going to have for the support group, but I will be redesigning what I'm going to do with that, because I am going to do it. It just may be once a month. So I will let you guys know. But oh my gosh, I'm still so excited, guys, about this B.M.H project. Let me know down in the comments, DMs, whatever. God, what has been working for you for years? I know some of you have changed your diets and you're almost symptom free. let a sister know what's going on, what I can do to help me to help other people. Okay, so guys, be blessed, have a great weekend, and if no one has told you they love you, God loves you, and so do I. Bye.